I think what happened to that dog is just a shame on humanity.
Or he was just like a dead dog. You tend not to know how bad until you meet the dog.
They broke all his 4 legs. They tied, a wire to his neck, and they chased him with a car.
My insides were crumbling, but my brain was like, this is a challenge.
I always say, what about the doggies that they have nobody to cry for them? So these are the ones we need to try and save. I met Michelle for the first time about 3 years ago now. And there was a case of a doggie that we came across who was very badly abused. And we saw his plight and we reached out to Michelle to say that we could help her with this.
I instantly liked Michelle, and I had never met her. It was on WhatsApp and telephone and text message. I did not know that she was a teacher. I did not know that she had lived in Fujairah for a while. I did not know that she came from India, and none of that mattered. It was a lady that was desperate to save this dog.
Where's the box cutter, Clayton? Daniel, where's the box cutter, my son? Sleeping on a bed? Come on. Vernon? Have you gone to the toilet, son?
I think the worst one was Francis. I think it was in 2015. Francis was so physically abused, and he was sexually abused, and they put wood up his rectum. They broke all his 4 legs. They tied, a wire to his neck, electrical wire to his neck, and they chased him with a car.
We were told by one of the vets that it would be probably more sensible in the long run for us to euthanize the dog. But Michelle and myself, we have a general belief that if there's something that we can do to save the animal, we will try.
Angad and myself, we worked really hard, to get Francis back on his feet. And now, he's living a normal life like other dogs at the center.
Where's my puppy?
We have around 30 to 40 feeding stations for our dogs, and the dogs in some of them are quite healthy because we've been feeding them for a long time now. On some feeding stations, they are in very pathetic conditions. They're skinny, their bones are sticking out, their eyes are literally popping out.
Time for dinner.
They're not used to this, where dry food. They've been eating like bones of dog, bones of chicken and fish, not even flesh. So bones, rotten rice, bad rice that they've been eating, all these. So it's, you have to get them used to this And the quicker we get them used to it, it's good for us because they'll be less tendon. People poison them, so.
It's just completely unbelievable what she is able to do. And I think it's very sad that she doesn't get the help, get any help from anybody in Fujairah. We need to get her help because what she does is absolutely incredible. But it's unsustainable for one person to keep doing this. The financial situation that Michelle is in right now is it's quite dire. She really does need a lot of financial support. I run garage sales to try and raise some money for Michelle. I try to do them every week. Just try anything at all really to try and save her some time and effort because she is so overwhelmed with stuff to do. I really don't know how the woman does it.
So we really love actually pretty much everything. Everything except food. Things like household items, like rice cookers and juices and, lemon squeezes and all those kind of things that really sells well. We sort of run this here by us, but every single cent we make goes towards the shelter.
What we need to do now is we need to get through this summer. It's hot now and the doggies are suffering and we need to work really, really hard. There has to be somebody out there who can really, really help.
The solution is only to neuter them. So we already did the dogs in front of our house, in front of the place, because actually we're really waiting for dogs. Once we have good adoptions, we can bring in more dogs. So once we feel that we have, as I'm feeding the areas and the dogs are warming up to me, we'll neuter them. Once we neuter them, we know that we're not going to have more dogs. So there'll be less abuse, because basically in this area people hit them with metal rods, cut open their heads, slash their legs. This is what they do. And people do it. It's not a secret, people do it.
TNR means trap, neuter and release back. Trap, neuter and release is only for the dogs and the cats on the street. What we do is we trap them, we neuter them and we release them. So trap, neuter and release is a very important part of animal welfare in the sense that, we neuter them so that they don't have more babies on the street. There'll be less abuse on the street, less animals on the street. I began rescuing 15 years ago. Right now we don't have a name to our shelter, but we do have a group name that we give in our group. Our organization is Animals and Us, Fujairah. Of course our center is not the Ritz-Carlton, but sure, it's a home where the dogs know that they are loved and they're cared for and they're not in any dangerous positions, they're not in any danger on the street. I think if I was born again, I wouldn't be teaching. I'll just do rescue. I'll just rescue animals. Yes, I wouldn't want it any other way. My center is my heart. My heart beats and my center. Because my heart beats, my center runs.